Hello, hello! The new Venom trailer is out. This comes a couple of months after the teaser was out. Some time ago, I'd watched that, I'd reacted to it. What that did not have was any Venom, as in they had Eddie Brock, they had a lot of Eddie Brock, but they didn't have Venom. This one I haven't watched yet, but from the looks of it, from the screenshot that you see, there is Venom in it. So let's give this a shot now.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment. It is a moment that so many have dreamed of claiming. History starts today.
The guy you work for is an evil person.
I don't work for him. My firm works for him. Are you gonna behave yourself tomorrow?
I told you I'm gonna do my job. I'm a reporter. I follow people that do not want to be followed.
What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Your time to go.
You finished, Mr. Brock?
Is that a threat?
You had to learn how to hide in plain sight. I'm pretty good at it. But you suck. Whoever you are.
I work at the Life Foundation, and I need your help. We found something. We call them symbiotes. Carlton Drake believes that the union between human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
I'm feeling really sick. I'm hearing a voice.
Eddie.
You're not real. You were just in my head.
I'm gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know.
Why would we do that?
If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear? You should be extremely afraid. What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
That is proper action packed. Oh wow, Symbiote. I didn't know it was pronounced like that. I always thought it was a symbiote, that thing. Even in, I think even in Spider-Man 3 when they had the crappy Eddie Brock, Topher Grace, that was a symbiote, wasn't it? Isn't that an actual word? I like Riz Ahmed. I've liked him in that TV show that he did, that murder mystery, I can't remember what it's called. I liked him in the Star Wars movie Rogue One. He was in that. He's been in a couple of things. There's that Venom moment when he says we are Venom. That's a money shot. I think that's an important moment. It's a good trailer. It cuts well, and I don't know if they're gonna really connect it or how they're gonna connect it to the Spider-Verse, like in reality, because everything else just seems. I don't know who that girl, the scientist girl, was, who told him to come over and try the symbiote. But he is a reporter, so that's. I think even Topher Grace was a reporter, so that's staying true to the origin story from the comic books. Eddie Brock was a reporter, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He was a reporter. The design of the suit, or not suit, but when the symbiote takes over, the design of Venom is still pretty true to the original. I do like it. He does look evil. There were a few shots that were, a couple of shots at least, that were from the teaser. But I do remember a weird shot in teaser that made it seem like someone was telekinetic. That didn't show up here. Michelle Williams is in this. She's possibly his love interest. So they show the part where Eddie Brock is interviewing Riz Ahmed's character, who's head or CEO or something of this Life Foundation, and he questions them about certain tests that they're conducting, and the guy goes, because he doesn't want to talk anymore, and Eddie's kicked out. But then later at the supermarket, that girl, the scientist that he's talking to, the one that says Symbiote, is an employee of Life Foundation, and she ends up taking him into there. So they found the symbiotes, and the symbiotes latch on to Eddie Brock. I don't actually remember the comic book origin story that clearly. Is that how it happened? I don't know. So in the comic books, Venom's origin wasn't detached from Spider-Man. So it didn't happen independently of Spider-Man. He was always in and around Spider-Man, very much engulfed in the Spider-Verse. And even in Spider-Man 3, and I keep referring to this because this is the last time we saw Venom, even in Spider-Man 3, excuse me, it was Eddie Brock who was ridiculed, and then he becomes anti-Spider-Man, and around that time is when the symbiote latches onto him and completely takes over him. That actually was true to the comic book origin. Now there's another origin, you know how it is. If there's another origin story as well, I'm not sure. But this one it does not seem connected to the Spider-Verse directly, or at least to Spider-Man himself, to Peter Parker. This story is not connected to him. But let's see. Look, if the movie's good, I'm all for it. There's plenty of movies to look forward to. We're watching Infinity War this weekend. Then there's the Solo movie. There's Deadpool. There's a bunch of movies coming out. Even the summer looks pretty good. So I think if we have a good summer, whether we have a good summer or not, this movie should kick some ass. So I'm pretty chuffed about it. I'm pretty excited. Right, that's my take on the new Venom trailer. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the trailer in and by itself. Let's have a discussion.